Dorsal fish. Oh, he wants to go back. Let me. It's slipping. It's slipping. It's slipping. It's slipping. One second. One second. One second. One second.
This is me from Braai Backwaters on another fishing adventure.
Yeah, this is another fishing adventure, but this is a
Different
fishing adventure.
So let me explain. So we are going after fish which we hated.
Yeah, we hate the fish.
And they can live in any water body, be it lakes, rivers, brackish water,
Sea.
saline water, sea, anywhere.
Any water. They can survive anywhere, basically, and they are a fish. Even when you don't want to catch them, you catch them.
And you wanna know who they are?
Well, who they are, Liam?
The mighty catfish.
The mighty catfish. As you know, guys, wherever we go, whether we want or not, we end up catching them. And they have been a pain in the bum. But, we decided something.
We are going to go for them to learn them.
Yeah, we're going to go and catch them to learn.
But
Because
we're not going to teach them. We're going to learn ourselves.
Yeah, we're going to learn about the catfishes. Because we came to know something which is pretty interesting. What is the thing that we know about Kochi and catfish?
Find a lot of them.
No, they are obviously everywhere, but in Kochi there's around 4 species.
There's 4 species
Of catfishes. Alright? And the one that we are targeting today is which one?
The shovelnose catfish.
The shovelnose catfish,
which
also
looks
known as
like a miniature shark, also known as a marine catfish, or the ita in Kerala's local language, Malayalam.
Yeah, so you find them. So they are mostly found in the sea water, and obviously where we are, brackish, which is where the Vambanadam Lake basically the Vambanadam Lake meets the Arabian Sea, isn't it? Alright.
Isn't it the Indian Ocean?
No, my love, it's the Arabian Sea. India doesn't have the ocean. South Africa has the Indian Ocean. Interesting fact. So we're going to be, yes. And what have you bought today for them?
Okay, so for my gear, so for my favorite rod, which is the Dwave, Dwave.
This is pretty good in catching catfishes.
My next safe reel 5000 from Shimano. And I'm using a Carolina rig.
Carolina rig. Why are you using a Carolina rig, Liam?
Okay, so it's mostly used for catching catfish because whenever a catfish eats food, they suck it in. Like how a suction cup sucks in air, or sucks like a suction cup, but
like a vacuum suction, isn't it?
Yeah, like a vacuum machine.
There we go. And what is the bait that you bought today?
I bought one and only anchovies.
Anchovies? Do they eat anchovies?
Well, prawns is a universal bait. They go for that, they go for sardine, they go for chicken, they go for anything.
Yeah, because I know that. I know that. We've always got them on prawns. We have got them on sardines, so we know we eat that. And they also eat chicken guts. We have seen people using that. But anchovies, who told you that?
The locals told me their secrets.
Oh, the locals told you. Because, well,
I saw
believe
them
me,
fishing with it.
sometimes you'll be surprised that the locals know more than professional anglers. Isn't it?
Well, the reason why I'm using the Carolina rig is because there's one guy which I love watching, and his name is Jeremy Wayne, and his channel name is River Monsters. And most of the time he catches catfish.
Well, it's a bit windy. We'll end up losing the caps. So yeah. And the one thing that Liam learned from that by watching that channel, which is mostly on Nat Geo, is there's a lot of catfishes in the rivers, and one of the biggest catfishes is found where?
In the Kali River.
In the Kali River. What's the name?
Huh?
What's the name of the catfish? The locals call it gunch, and it's also called as the devil fish, devil catfish.
The locals call it the devil catfish.
Okay.
It's very well known name to gunch, and it's the part of catfishes which has teeth, like teeth. Let's rig up.
So the first cast is in the water. Oh, look at that! Whoa!
That's the fish we have.
That's the one we after. That's the one we after. So the first cast is in. This is our friendly guy that obviously has helped us with a lot of information, and there's another one on its way. So yeah, and that's a decent size actually. See?
Oh,
Oh,
I'm going after it.
is it?
I'm sure bait's off, but yeah, it's amazing fishing here. Especially with the locals who told me about.
We are just doing a bit of a warm up with the prawns before we go with them.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's going.
you were saying?
See? God.
Doing some research, waiting for one, like fishing for a cup of tea.
Yeah, nothing like a mid break,
It was amazing.
research tea with our local friends here. Amazing.
Cheers. With it now! So, we had to catch this decent sized sample at the beach. We didn't even work that hard to do it as the last time at that side of the pier, yeah?
So what is it? Why does this fish have the name?
Catfish.
Not just catfish. Why? What is the name of this fish?
The shovelnose.
This is, yeah, why?
Because the nose kind of looks like a tiny shovel when the mouth is closed.
Yeah. And what is the other name you said?
Ita.
Yeah.
It's Malayalam name.
What is the other things you can tell me about it?
You have to ask me questions for that.
Alright, so this fish can live where?
It can live in any water body, be it lakes, rivers, brackish water, saline water, and the sea. Because it has special cells in its gills which can filter the water.
Imagine if we had that. Then we could have been able to, isn't it? All right.
We're not fish.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine.
Dorsal fin.
That's the dorsal fin. Oh, he wants to go back. It's slipping. One second. What is important about the dorsal fin? This one. What is
They
important?
got spines.
They got a spike, isn't it? And what is in that spike?
Venom.
Huh? What
Even
does
the
it do?
It has a very, very, very painful sting. I had it when I got pricked by that tiny catfish. Go ahead and watch that video. It's on the right corner. Just saying,
And
because
what are
I got
these?
sting. That's the pectoral fins.
Pectoral fins. We need to be careful about this as
Yeah.
well, because they also have pretty sharp, and they've got spikes. These pectoral fins have got spikes
As
which
well.
are in the opposite direction. So once they go out, you will have to go to a hospital.
like how an arrowhead is, like when it has like a hook.
Yeah.
Let's start. You see this line over here? This dark line? That's the two main whiskers.
And
Underneath it is what is the main food finder.
yeah, they're pretty sensitive. Whoa. So I think they use the ones at the bottom for finding food because they're pretty sensitive.
Yeah.
And what else helps them to find food?
One thing, I wish we had the same thing because they could just do our fingers in the food. They have thousands of taste buds around their entire body.
Whoa, so imagine they've got taste buds everywhere. So it can taste me right now, can it? How do I taste? It can taste me. Imagine we had
It
taste
can
buds.
taste the sand.
Imagine our skin was covered with taste buds. So I just touch the fish and I know how it tastes and I know whether I want to eat it or not. Isn't that funny? And what else? How do I know whether it's a male or a female?
This.
So this is the pelvic.
fins.
So yeah, for female, usually the pelvic fins are a bit big, and for male it is a bit small.
Like fat.
Secondly, I think this is a female because if you look at the tummy, it looks like it's got eggs.
Yeah, this is red.
Yeah, it looks a bit eggs there.
Maybe
Yeah, it looks like it's got eggs. And with the male, it'll have a slight bit of a pouch that side.
Yeah, so
Isn't
it'll be
it?
quite soft.
Yeah.
Like soft enough, like
Quite interesting, isn't it? So they are not just catfish. They are pretty interesting creatures. And why are we studying them?
because we want to learn about them. It's like a miniature shark.
Looks like a miniature shark. I think let's put it back in the water. It's struggling right now. So I think let's put it back.
Sweetheart.
All right, there you go. Free
Go home, sweetheart. Yeah.
So now let's look for some more samples.
Yeah. Go.
Slowly. Is it a big one?
I think so.
No, it's not the same one. Slightly smaller. Slightly smaller. Okay, fine. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, what's that? What's that? What face is that? Oh! That one felt like it was a big one. A tiny one. And they're packed with protein. And this is a very this is actually a favorite in Kerala, and I'm sure this is also a favorite in many other parts of India as well, because like Liam said, you can find them everywhere. And they say the meat is yeah, they say the meat is quite nice and tasty, and it's very flaky, so they're able to absorb the flavors, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was it right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the etta, is it the etta fish?
Yeah.
The etta fish, the Kerala special.
You wanna weigh
Well,
it?
we want to kind of we want to weigh a sample as well, and we want to see the size, to see kind of how big it is. But this is maybe too small. This is maybe like 6 inches. This is like maybe 6 inches. This is too small, so I think we'll kind of put it back, and then we go for the next one.
I think like 2 of my index finger, maybe 2 of my middle finger. I have no idea.
Yeah. So let's put it back.
Yeah,
Are you
let's
sure? It's the mother of the catfish.
I think so. This is quite powerful.
It looks like a mother of the catfish, but when it arrives, it looks like the baby of the catfish. That also is a bit small one, yeah. Fine, we'll throw this one back as well. Yeah. Because usually they go up to like around 62 centimeters. Now that's a big fish. Let us know in the comments down below where you can find
62.
these marine catfishes around the beaches of Kochi, which go up to around, maybe I would say more than 50 centimeters. But yeah, can you imagine pulling such a small one? This would be like maybe 150 grams. It feels like you're pulling a big fish. So imagine trying to pull out a 1.2 or a 1.4 kg, and they are pure muscle. But pretty interesting, huh? Once you start learning about them.
To actually have the most muscle of all fishes,
Is it? Wow.
especially the gooch.
Amazing, huh? Let's take it out and put it back again.
Let's see, we might just catch a bigger one the next time. So we just figured out is that its mouth is bigger.
Yeah. And what we read is, or what we heard, what we heard is that the males, they obviously look after the eggs, and they keep them. They should have like sort of a pouch over here.
I think
this
it does.
pouchy. And this one actually, from the previous ones that we got, the mouth was slightly a bit small. This one's got a bit of a bigger mouth actually. If you look at it, see. Put your hands in.
Oh yeah, it's
Put your
a
hands
teeth.
in. Yeah. Oh.
What? How does it feel?
Feels very funny. Feels very weird. It kind of takes a good pretty finger.
Okay,
How
so
does it feel? Weird, isn't it?
it felt like sandpaper closing on your fingers. Yeah. That was an amazing catch. Change spots. Got a small one again. Oh, look at that, it's beating.
Is it? No, that's how it is.
Why is it doing that?
Yeah. That's around how much? 6 inches.
I bought the measuring tape.
Yeah.
Check that later. So he is around 23.5 centimeters.
Centimeters, whoa.
It is 20. It's like this one. 23, and then till this middle line in between the 3 and the 4.
Oh wow, so 23.5, not bad, huh? Decent.
Okay, 150. Wow.
So that's around 150 grams.
So like,
So I'll say around 140.
yeah. So it's 33. It's 30. It's 0.30 pounder catfish.
Alright, so I think that's done. Let's
23.5
move.
weight.
So the project is complete. Are you done with the project?
Yes, I think so. Oh.
One second, I'll take it out. Hold this.
So that was a lovely land episode today about the catfish, which you find everywhere by the sea, which along Kochi side, which is the Shovelnose catfish.
Oh, the etta.
The etta.
Or the marine catfish.
Yeah. And
Yeah, this is
imagine,
the scientific name. It'll pop up on the screen. But yeah.
you know what's the best part?
Yeah.
We put our finger inside the mouth.
Isn't it how it felt? Isn't it like it?
Like a tiny shark. But it was like a type of shark where you can put your finger and it won't bite it off.
I got to learn so much. Thanks to Liam. I never knew. I thought there was only one type of catfish, and
Wow,
I never
we're
knew that. So I never knew.
still after for those 3
Well,
left.
there's another 3 more, isn't it?
Which are the yellow catfish,
The
African catfish and the sucker catfish.
Yeah, so there's 3
Which you
more.
find in fish tanks, but we're gonna see if we can catch them in the river.
Yeah, so we're gonna go another 3 more, guys. And let's go find them. Let's go find them.
I'll catch you in the next episode of Braai Backwaters, guys. See you later.